Doma Sports Talk worldwide with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Now, I will try to make this quick. You know, I always take a little bit off, right? Boxing is getting a little bit disgusting. So sometimes, you just take a day off or whatever from some of the news that's going on in the world of boxing. And just watch your hoops and other sports. The World Cup is going on too as of right now. So it's other things to do, right? Because the world of boxing, it's getting, like I told you guys, it's getting a little bit silly. And Terence Crawford is one of the reasons why. Terence Crawford, if you are new to boxing right now, if you're new to boxing and you would see some of these videos and some of the narrative that's going on about Terence Crawford, you would probably think that this guy is one of the scariest boxers in the history. You would probably think this guy hasn't really won much, has probably cherry-picked his whole career, and, somebody that has got way more props or accolades than he deserves. This is what you would probably think if you're new. If you're not new and you know who Terence Crawford is and you see the narrative about him, you're going to probably think, like me, something else is going on that has nothing to do with boxing. Like maybe people are on payrolls. Once you get a certain amount of subscribers or what, people might start calling you because your opinion counts or something, and you're on the payroll and have to do something negative about this man. Because when you're talking Terence Crawford, you're talking about the best boxer in the world for at least the last 7 years. And what I mean by that is we've had other people at pound for pound number one, like Canelo, but Canelo's nowhere near his talent level. Canelo's nowhere near Crawford. We shouldn't even be talking about them in the same sense in terms of I'm going to fight everybody in my division, and I'm going to do what's necessary. I'm going to be the baddest guy ever. Terence Crawford was the best lightweight before he left. There was nobody in lightweight saying, hey, where you going? I'm going to beat you. He goes to the next weight and becomes undisputed at that weight, beating people that were good. People keep acting like it's not, like Ndungo. He was nothing. Yeah, but Ndungo went to Russia to beat Troy Anowski. Ndungo went to beat Ricky Burns in Scotland, right? And then he wanted to go to Nebraska to become undisputed, to beat Terence Crawford, and just didn't. Terence Crawford beat him. Terence Crawford beat Victor Postol, who was awesome. Victor Postol had just beat Lucas Matisse, who, you guys, believe me, Lucas Matisse was like the hands of stone of the 140-pound division at the time, right? And ask Danny Garcia, because that's one. Matter of fact, Lucas Matisse is probably Danny Garcia's biggest win with Amir Khan together, still to today, right? So your boy Terence Crawford does that, right? So when you're looking at that, you're looking at then goes up to the 147-pound division and beats everybody that he faces. Now I could talk about them, all of them, but they're all huge guys, and he beats them all, right? And now what has happened? He's trying to fight Errol Spence, and he's in negotiations with Errol Spence, and he's being lowballed. He's supposed to get 35% of Errol Spence, which most people think is okay. Me personally, if I was Terence Crawford, call me when it's 50-50. Because it ain't happening, because I'm more accomplished than you. But I understand that, more Errol Spence has more pay-per-views, because he stayed at the PBC and he fought PBC fighters pretty much exclusively, but he did that at PBC, right? And he beat Danny Garcia, Sean Porter, and one other bad one, Ugas, so those are his biggest wins, because we probably don't want to count Lamont Peterson. But because of those wins and because of the fact that, he fought after the Olympics and had 6 million people to watch him, and after that, you still have more people from the residue of that fight, so he's had better pay-per-view numbers. Not saying that he has made more money than Terence Crawford, but be that as it may, the negotiators failed through, and Terence Crawford goes and fights David Evanescence, who's ranked in the top 10 in 3 sanctioned bodies. We're treating Evanescence like he's nothing at all. And he gets his biggest payday ever doing so. So, people are on him real bad. And you're thinking, well, these same people were saying, why is he still at Bob Arum, right? Why is Bob Arum? Bob Arum said he doesn't make any money from him. Terence Crawford can't sell, right? So Terence Crawford finally leaves Bob's Arum and now gets his biggest payday. I don't know what else he could do, right? What else? Terence Crawford also has suing Bob Arum for racism, which he should. I think he's taken it away, but at least he should have, because Bob Arum couldn't get him Pacquiao. He stopped him from getting Pacquiao. And, now he's on his own. When he's on his own, everybody's telling him now, you need representation. The same people who told him he'd get away from Bob Arum because Bob Arum was saying you can't make money with you are now saying he needs representation. How is he asking Al Heyman these questions? As a boss, he's not supposed to ask him questions. You need representation from other people with ties on, right? That is supposed to do your business. So I'm just figuring out what's going on with this guy. You got people now, he's got his... He's getting his money, over $10 million for this fight, right? Got half of it already before the fight. Going to get the rest before the fight. So his is guaranteed. He's in negotiation with Errol Spence. He's not getting any guarantees, right? So, he's going to get back to Errol Spence. And I thought it was a good move. It's like, okay, I'm trying to fight y'all. Y'all lowballing me and whatever y'all going to do, cool. But in the meantime, I'm going to fight this year for the most money I've ever fought. No one's happy for him about that. And it's crazy to me. And I think something's going on. It's Twilight Zone or something. Makes no sense whatsoever. It's like, hey, why are we not happy for the guy? Finally, he's getting paid. He's got a lawsuit going on because he never could get Pacquiao. And I left because I couldn't get Spence either. So I leave, right? Meaning I want Spence, right? He's even arguing with somebody over Spence in the higher weight division. So we can go, he's trying to get undisputed in welterweight and then junior middleweight. Boy. And then we're on this guy, a lot of people are on this guy in the same time that we're living in, that a Canelo exists, that a Ryan Garcia, who won't fight who's mandatory for Devin Haney, won't fight him. Teofimo Lopez run around lying about undisputed, right? I could just name people. Tyson Fury doped twice, cheating on gloves, and is heralded as the very best heavyweight. He's 6'9", 270, but still cheating. Just wherever you look. Gervonta Davis, my boy, love him because he's a good fighter, but he's regular champion at 135, regular champion at 140, and and still to the day been in the business for a while, still ain't fought Lomachenko, ain't trying to fight. No, but him and Ryan Garcia announcing a fight that's not even next. Ryan Garcia is on ESPN talking about a fight he ain't going to probably even take. And he's done it before. He didn't fight Pacquiao, he was saying. Didn't fight Gervonta Davis, he was saying. Went into depression. He was the mandatory for Devin Haney. Everybody's talking about a big fight in the lightweight division. How can a fight be big in the lightweight division when there is an undisputed champion there? That means all other fights are not big. Because there's somebody undisputed that got all the belts. So whatever you guys are fighting is something. But it can't be big. So what happens is, through this social media time that we're living in, people are just focused on all kind of little stuff. I've seen stuff where somebody talking about Terence Crawford's fight might not have ring girls. That's a video, guys. We don't know who the commentator is going to be. That's a video. People are doing videos about stuff like that. Who gives a damn? Terence Crawford getting paid, he's got to fight. End of discussion. In fact, Terence Crawford's the best fighter in the world. He's about to fight. Let's just tune in. We watch the rest of these busters. You see what I'm saying? But no, it's something else going on. So my point to you guys, because I love and respect most of these people that are doing videos, because most of the time things are coming from a good place. I don't think this Terence Crawford bashing is coming from a good place. I think something else is going on. I don't know. I don't follow social media. If I talk about any boxer or any basketball player or anything, I don't mean I follow them on social media. I got other shit to do. You know what I'm saying? I ain't running around one about a tweet that somebody's tweeted, because a tweet is what people want you to think they're thinking. Doesn't mean it's the truth. So it's a waste of time that somebody tweeted. You see, from my perspective, that's because I've been living long enough before tweeting was there. A lot of people losing jobs because they messed around and tweeted something without thinking about it. Damn shame. But anyway, Terence Crawford's about to fight this weekend. He's the best fighter in the world until someone else proves him wrong. Right? And when it comes to Errol Spence, I think the people that are focusing on Terence Crawford probably need to tell Errol Spence, you need it more than he does, right? You should be undisputed once. That's the reason you can only have one fight to do it. Do whatever it takes to get that fight so you can become undisputed and finally move up to the next division like he's already done, right? And then maybe we can, get a little bit of pressure on both of the fighters instead of just one. I don't know why everybody's focusing on the very best fighter in the world, because be honest, no one has been in the very best fighter in the whole world conversation for 7 years consecutively. except this guy. So when we're talking boxing, I think we need to give this man a little bit more respect. What you think? Doma Sports Talk Worldwide, and I'm up out of here, y'all.